Welcome to Nothing to Fear podcast. I go by the name Chris Blanca Pro. I started this podcast to share my untold story, my truths, and my journey, and my close relationship to Jesus Christ. And I want you to create a life on your own terms. We always have a choice. This podcast is about career, hustle, perseverance, manifestation, fun, sport, entertainment, relationship goals, and making it happen on your terms.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Nothing to Fear podcast. We've been counting, my nigga. We've been counting.
Being 50 plus.
We've been doing numbers, bro. Yay.
Over 50?
Yay.
Sheesh.
What's going on, though? How you been? How was the week?
My week, it just started, but I'm fucking dog tired.
In the cut like normal.
Between the event from last Friday we went to, that was a nice event. That shit was all about over there.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
Great
nice.
event.
You know? And a couple more gigs working. So,
There's a lot of stuff in stores. A lot of stuff in store, man. Lots of stuff. But we have a special guest today. Go by the name of Trix.
You already know.
My day one from like
Long
like
time.
I've been saying this though. I've been like day one, but that's some real
Long
shit.
time.
Like most of the people that sit in my chair, they're day one. They along the journey with me for
Yeah, we.
and producer been with me from since
childhood.
Oh,
since
for real,
childhood.
too?
Word.
Childhood.
Yeah,
This is
man.
double-digit years, man. Double-digit years we talking.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Chris, man.
So what's good, Trix? How you been, man?
You
Talk to
came-
me,
you
man.
Came a long way, bro. I want to say that first.
Thank you. I
You
appreciate
came
that.
a long way.
Appreciate that.
The progress is crazy.
Trusting
You
the
know,
process.
everybody's seeing it.
Yeah, man.
You know, like I watch you from the chair. Now you got so much adventures, I want to call it, going on.
A lot.
So much endeavors and all
lot.
these, all the good things, bro. But you know, I just want to say congrats on everything you got going on. For real,
Appreciate that, bro.
You know?
Appreciate that.
bro.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. As far as me, I'm here, happy to be alive right now. You know,
Yeah.
just enjoying this thing we call life.
I saw you at the carnival last week. Talk about that, cause you know. You ever been to the
I
Trinidad Carnival?
gotta wipe my forehead.
Gotta
for
go
that
to
one.
that.
I've seen clips.
We have to go to
I
that.
don't know if I can survive it.
What?
Bro.
No,
It's a-
it's not a bad thing. I just seen a lot of things in there. I was like, I don't know if I can last.
Well, that's
I
a,
can survive
Bruh.
that kind of behavior, man.
Bro.
It brings out some different kind of
we,
behavior,
what,
man. I don't know.
what we call it, when we go to those type of events, carnivals, we say we leave the behavior at home.
yeah.
We leave it at home. The saying I run with is I tell people I wrote behavior on a paper and I threw it in the garbage. And they love that. That's how I introduce myself to the females with
Of
that
course.
one right there. Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, dude. That's of course. Yo, we gotta some real shit. We gotta go to that shit.
I think
We should plan for next year.
I think we should plan one out and
And
you
go
know,
and,
people roll. Yeah,
Never experienced it. Always looking at it from the, like, I supposed to been done that. Like real shit, no lie.
I'm definitely done with that. I still want to go to Jamaica. I was supposed to go to last time, but things got complicated.
Jamaica Carnival coming up in
That's next
April.
month, I think. Yeah,
Next
that's
month.
kind of close.
yeah, that shit is fire too. But Trinidad is a creator.
Yeah. It's the one.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's a lot of I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been like 10 times I park myself up to the corner and say, yo, I'm too old for this shit. Like, yeah, then you get right back into action.
I got extra 2 years left, man.
Got some oil in me
If
left.
LeBron can do it, I can do it for another 2 years.
Still
man. I
got a little
this.
oil in the chamber.
Word. Perfect example.
Exactly. That's
Perfect example, boy.
You think you can win
Yeah.
the jersey's like, nah, I got 2 more years left.
Yeah. It's
Or you
really,
need a good look on your team. It's like, yo, I got it. You know what I mean?
really non-stop action though. I can't, you know, it's 3 or 4 parties a day.
That's
It's
crazy.
It's just, yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
But
Non-stop.
that's very, 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 very important for the country too. They make some bread from that.
They
That's a
make
big
bread,
big
bro.
bread from that. I
They
mean,
make big bread.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand how the people that live in Trinity afford this shit. Cause we cry from out here.
No, they get their prices are different from
They
ours.
might have different.
I'm just letting you know, the locals get some props, which they deserve.
Okay, cool.
They were born and grown in that country. They deserve every props. But remember, guys, like, share, and subscribe, man. It's nothing to fear. Podcast,
all the
man.
time.
You know what I mean, bring somebody to the community. So.
All the time.
People's podcast.
You know, subscribe. Huh? No, my parents. My mother's from Trinity. My father's from Barbados. So I got a lot of West Indian background. I'm born here though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm born in America. You know.
So Tricks, what's good, man?
What
you got going on, bro? What you have on the radar, man? I know you're always a nigga that's innovative and planning and doing shit.
Right now, I'm keeping it calm and humble right now. I'm more right now. I've been focused on like real estate. You know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of businesses is going on, and it's too much micromanaging for me that I'm gonna have to do.
I dig.
And with real estate, it's a little more simpler. You might need more money.
That's it.
But it's more independent and it's less hassle.
Less mental strain.
It's less maintaining. You know.
Is that a thing, like, as you start to get older, you start to, like, not want to deal with people less and less? Or is that just me on my bucket?
It's just experience. It's just experience
what
of people.
You think I gotta hear you. I gotta hear you on that, Chris.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Chime in.
Yeah, but it's just the experience of the experience of you have with people growing up. Like you can't tolerate that no more. Like, because some of that experience is what held you back. You know what I mean? True. And put you in the back burner. So you have to like take yourself away from the crowd, man, and just start create and just start invest and just start educate yourself and just go take the world over, bro. Like real shit.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's funny. It makes it harder though to get. I don't know. It makes it hard sometimes when you distance yourself from people for so long. Like you really don't deal with people. Like I want my money and get out. That's it. Like we ain't talking about bread.
It depends on what you get. Just like Trick said, real estate. You can stay away from people. Yes, I'm saying you don't need to deal with people when you come out to real estate because that's an in-demand business.
Yeah.
You saw what Floyd did in Harlem?
Of course, I saw that.
That man bought he bought a $430 million worth of property.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
Nah, I missed that.
Yeah, a whole block. Almost a whole block.
Mayweather?
Yes,
Yeah, Mayweather. Almost a whole block.
The biggest real estate sale done. He did it.
That's fire, bro. He been doing it.
430
Yeah, of course, man.
Yes.
See, he
a whole block.
He's making a statement. Like he's setting like the ground right there. Like
you have to respect that.
Yeah.
I do.
Crazy.
I'm not one to say what someone should do with their money. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that in the long run that he makes a lot of those properties and apartments affordable.
True.
At least give back some of that property back to the community. That's affordable pricing and nothing crazy. I feel like there's a lot of things that you are thinking right now is kind of difficult.
Don't beat people in the head.
Yeah, it should be that hard to afford rent.
In the city?
Yeah, let me tell you something.
It's not gonna work in the city.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to cut y'all, but bro, rent is more than my mortgages. And I have multiple mortgages, and there's 1-bedroom apartments in buildings that's more than my mortgage, and I don't understand this. I don't understand it.
Because like I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were talking about getting an apartment, and they look at apartments for like 25, 3K. I said, yo, you want to buy a house, pay a mortgage.
And that's probably a 1-bedroom at that.
It was. It was. But, I'm sorry, it had a balcony to it. It had a balcony to it.
Mortgage. But
it's
it's a very sketchy thing too. It depends on how you're situated in life too. Because mortgage is not just mortgage. You gotta understand it's way more than just a mortgage.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mortgage, light bill, gas bill, water bill, then your regular other utility bills.
And plus maintenance.
And maintenance.
That's the most important part.
It's true. But the flip side to that is, now you can tell me if I'm bugging though, at least with the house, you can get money back from the equity of the house.
Of course.
At some point.
At some point.
Versus you're paying someone like you, I'm paying you rent. I'm not getting that back.
At never.
Never. It's just straight gone.
You're right.
I just parlay my money
100%.
to gamble that you might not sell this building later on. Please don't sell this building while I'm still here.
100% right, but make sure you're ready to be in the real estate business, because that's a business that really absorb a lot of your mental.
Yeah.
Because you have to create. He could tell you. He could tell him. You know what I mean? Because renting a house is way more easier than owning a building. I'm being honest.
No, it's very true.
No, I'm talking about owning a house.
A property, period.
Versus,
okay,
versus,
but paying a rent.
Versus paying rent, I'd rather own my
So
house.
he's just talking about like the financial part of it, the money.
I'm talking about the financial part of it,
the price,
the maintenance part of it.
Talking about everything.
You know what I mean? Because you have to be responsible to buy a house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are you into it for the flip side? Are you into it to just go live? Which one you want to do? Because for me, New York is not for living. It's for flipping. You should have an intent of turning that money, because
making money. Yeah.
that's what it's for. You know what I mean?
True. It's very true.
And the market is very sketchy right now.
Yeah, right now with the rates and the prices and everything right now is a little. I'll say it's out of whack. I don't think this is the time to. This is the time when only the juggernauts in this shit is surviving, because they know what they do.
Millionaires.
They through it. The millionaires, they could survive this. This is when they crush us.
Yeah.
Of course.
They use this opportunity to they'll buy up multiple properties on one block.
And guess what?
And they'll hold it for
Yes, because they could afford.
I got news for you too. I got news for you. Okay, no matter what, you have to pay attention to what's going on with the current administration in there. Trump is going ham with that tariff thing, and guess what? He increased the tariff in Canada and Mexico, and guess what? 3/4 of the lumber that freaking USA uses is from Canada. So Canada, you know what Canada do? Flip it on them, increase the tariff on them.
Yeah,
I saw that. I saw that.
So what's gonna happen now?
The price of lumber.
House price is gonna be like
out the roof.
Out the roof, like real shit. You know what I mean?
It
America
sucks.
America is funny. It's funny because I saw a TikTok of people, federal workers who voted for Trump.
And they're out of job.
They feel bamboozled. And I'm like, he's been telling y'all for the last like 2-3 decades the kind of person he was. And what he's capable of doing, he probably would do. And y'all still bit into the apple, thinking that it's gonna be something different. And it's not. Not for like the working class citizens that he promised that was gonna be a big change.
Let's see if he have a plan though. Let's wait and see if he have a plan, because based on what I'm not agreeing with him, but he's in the office for how many months now? 3 months?
3 probably.
Yeah, man.
He's been in office for a few months, but remember he did this once before.
But
he was here before.
the one thing I'll say that you can't. I'm not saying that I'm for Trump or I'm against him, but the one thing that I will say about Trump is he gets into office and he makes moves. I'm not saying it's good or bad,
but he
makes moves that we feel on the ground. A lot immediately. A lot of presidents talk their shit, get in office, and we can't tell you one thing they did. You know?
They make big promises.
They make promises, and we can't tell you one thing they did. Whether Trump shit is beneficial to a certain person or not, he got in there and you see shit switch.
They make promises.
I feel bad for like the immigrants and them too, but you see them running down on them immediately. It's like,
but he said he was gonna do it.
But he said he was gonna do it.
He was gonna do it.
So he don't make empty promises, I should say.
Yeah.
From what I know.
Yeah, he don't make empty promises.
I'm not saying it's beneficial to me personally or other people, but hopefully he gets some good stuff done, you know. We got to deal with him. We don't got a choice at this time.
All right, here what? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, welcome back. We're back. Sorry about the interruption, but it happens. Where were we again?
I'm lost. I'm lost. We were somewhere.
We were talking about the current economy that's going on, right? Like what's going on right now.
We talking obviously how Trump has been.
Okay,
other politicians who talk their game and take their time doing certain things or don't do nothing. Trump is like immediately doing things.
He get in the office and day one and shit start happening.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, money is kind of funny right now, like real shit. But the money is still there to make. So you have to get extra creative to get that money out of the people in pocket because it's there.
Creative, you gotta get a little more than creative.
You gotta get a little bit more. You gotta start innovating.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You gotta you gotta be on top of the game. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy. It's not. I can tell you because I'm a businessman.
Businesses is rough right now.
It's rough.
Yeah, businesses is rough.
It's rough. You know what I mean?
I'm seeing it.
I'm seeing it.
I'm hearing it.
I'm feeling it.
You know what I mean? But you moving.
You know what I mean?
You moving. Like,
shit gotta make sense.
Once a person can find their groove, man, there's no stopping. Sometimes it takes people a little bit longer than others.
Exactly. We're just talking about that. You have late bloomers, man.
Yeah.
The person that retired. She was 45, 50 when she wrote that book. Before it was published.
Come on, bro.
Or Sam Jackson was in, I think, like 30 something, 40 before he got his big break.
A lot of them, it happens 40s and 50s. A lot of them.
The guy that wrote the book.
I think Warren Buffett didn't get his first million.
The guy that wrote the book, Alchemist. He was up there too.
You told me about that book.
Yeah,
actually.
he's up there too. Like,
I
some people are late bloomers, and God don't make mistakes, bro. Nothing happened before the time. You know what I mean?
Nothing before his time.
You just gotta make your time right while you're on earth. You know, you gotta make use of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Take those lessons that you get until you get to that point. Make sure you put them together, file them. Make sure you save those files for later, so this way you know when you get to that point of that. Where you're supposed to be at, you know how to move.
You gotta be prepared.
That's probably why God makes us wait a while for certain shit.
You're not prepared yet.
You don't get to success until like 45, 50, because then it's like, you know what I'm saying? All right, I had you go through all these lessons. I had you go through all these trials and tribulations.
Yes.
I hope you learn, because I'm about to give you this.
And hopefully you can sustain it.
And now you can sustain it in the long term.
Yes.
And sometimes God will give you shit
Early,
just to see. Just because you've been asking
early.
You've been asking for it for so long, but I've been telling you you're not ready for that shit yet. But all right,
take it.
Yeah.
And then you
Don't
get
come
it.
crying. You know when you're done. You know you are.
No, the God you're talking about, he don't think like that. God don't think like man. You know what I mean? It's up to you what you want. You know what I mean? Because some people get it early and they mess it up. You know what I mean? You blow it because you get it early. Some people get it early and they keep it because the morals is still. It's a total different thing. That, you know what I mean? When you have that family-oriented morals that molding you, you have no choice but to do good and to keep that legacy going.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's very important, man.
Legacy,
you know what I mean?
is everything, man.
Legacy is everything, man.
So you say you were just getting real estate, or you've been doing it for a while?
I've been in it. I want to say I've been watching it for like 10 plus years, but I've been in it running for like 6 years. I want to say 5, 6 years probably running. And like I was saying, compared to certain other businesses, as far as like, let's say a restaurant, you got managers, you got workers, employees, service, food. You got so much you gotta worry about.
Yeah. But
that's so much you gotta worry about.
But your personal experience though, what would you tell somebody out there who's thinking about, they're just a think, say, yo, I want to be in real estate? What's the plus side that like could encourage them, like, come on board, go do what you do if you have that leverage?
So all right. So I would tell people, you know, I won't say jump out the window yet. I'll say like do some research. Like I had a lot of real estate knowledge before I jumped into it. But one of the biggest pros of real estate, I'll say, is property over the last 100 years. You can't find a property over the last 50 years that's worth less than what it was worth when it was when 50 years ago.
50 years ago.
You can't. So it's like it's hard to lose. It's either
It's
you have the
continue
cash
growing. It's continue growing.
or a property that's growing in value.
Yeah.
You either got the property or the cash. For you to lose is like you have to sell at the worst time you can sell, which is probably in a recession.
Yeah.
But
When the market is down.
More the market is down, but you still have property. So if you can withstand the recession, at some point it's gonna.
It's for everyone
back
though.
up.
It's
Yeah.
for really everyone. Like if you
Yes.
can, even for businesses, if you can withstand this, what's going on right now, you're gonna blossom.
You're gonna blossom. Yeah.
You have to blossom when the flip comes. You're gonna flip into the blossom, bro. Like, and we're hoping that is closer than we think. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy out here, bro.
You know, it's crazy, and
Bro.
and like I was saying, in other businesses, you could put out all your money, and if the business go haywire, you took a L.
Instantly.
Instantly. In real estate, you could put out every last cent you had on a house. As long as that structure is still there, you cannot leave out with $0. It's impossible. You can't leave with $0.
You may not get back the money that you wanted to get, or maybe what you put back in.
Or you're gonna get something. And if you and if you know what you're doing, you're never gonna get back less than what you put in.
Of course.
If you know what you're doing. Yeah.
We go back to the same point you say, go study the game and learn how the game works, because the game have codes that you have to know and understand how that shit works.
It has, some basic fundamentals that you gotta know.
You need to know.
But like I said, all the information is out there. Like, you can literally Google steps to buying my first house, and Google will give you a list. Like.
New York is kind of crazy, boy.
But New York,
crazy.
New York ain't the place for me. It ain't the place.
So
But,
let me ask you, how does someone with, let's say, terrible credit get into the market?
All right, so, what I'll say is this, right? If you're somebody starting out with terrible credit, I have a few suggestions. First, I'll suggest you look for a team of like-minded individuals. Hopefully someone in that team has great credit that could carry you. Hopefully within the team, and I'm saying team now because it's easier to start with a team. Everybody could pitch in. Instead of you coming up with 50 grand, 5 people come up with 10.
10 grand.
Taxes is around the corner. You might get 3 to 5 grand if you're a working person. 5 people, that's 25 grand.
And he said,
like-minded. That's
people.
key. I learned that the hard way, like-minded individual, yes.
Which is very
know
hard,
that.
but
that,
it's
Chris.
possible. It's still possible.
It's possible.
You know what I mean? You could create some of them, but you don't want to create something that not already there. You have to be there, so it's easier for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they gotta be, instead of creating it, you don't want to spend that time investing your time into building someone, unless it's someone you love and you care about. But like, if you find a team of like-minded individuals, it's better if you're friends, because now y'all already got a love for each other and y'all like-minded.
And everyone don't have to have the academical success. You can be the brains.
Yes.
I can be the construction.
Yes.
I can be the guy who know how to maintain the shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it works.
One person could be the credit. One person could carry the credit.
Carry the
We
credit.
could all put our money together and let that one person carry the credit. New York is hard to start in, but 25 grand, you could go to PA or Philly or Connecticut, and you can that's easily 10% of a 2-family house in certain areas, So you might have to start where you don't want to start when you are not built up enough yet. So like,
if you're serious about getting it, you could go to Michigan, like a state like run down, and go start there. You know what I mean?
Baltimore had fucking
Baltimore. No, we talking. You know what I'm saying?
Dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Dirt cheap.
$100. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
they're dirt cheap.
But the plan is to have like-minded people in one circle.
Yeah.
And you buy, so for instance, you all could afford 2 properties in Baltimore or Michigan. that 2 properties, the etiquette gonna grow. Then you can probably extend to New York now because you're in the game now.
Yeah, when you get
know what
your
I'm saying?
weight up, is what they call it. You get,
You
the
get the
weight
weight
up.
up.
You come back to New York.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna move like the people buying these buildings now with these, you know. But you gotta start somewhere, and you know, there's plenty ways to start. You know, at any level you're on, you could probably get into real estate with the right mentor in like 6 months. You could get into something with the right mentor and the right team around you. You know, you could get into something. It might not be big, but
you don't have to be in America either. You could go to the islands. You got plenty of islands that you could invest in.
Get some land.
You could go to Jamaica.
Build
you could go to St. Martin. You could go to Barbados. You could invest there and start there because I think them Airbnb.
Sure.
Great thing to get into.
Even I saw they had properties in Italy that they were selling for I think like 3 bands.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
See,
Italy?
I had no idea of that.
Where in Italy?
There's a section in Italy where basically like a lot of people left.
Oh, so they trying to encourage you to come back.
Repopulate that area.
Yeah.
Just
so
like
some properties out there for like $3 grand.
They
But you have to
encouraging you.
renovate it, and I think you have to live out there for like a year.
Yeah.
A year or two. You have to stay there for like a year or two.
that's what Trump is trying to do. He's trying to bring people in here to come and invest, like state like Michigan, Detroit, those areas, Baltimore.
They don't want to live over there, man. When the crime rate goes down, they make it.
No. This is USA. Money is money.
Yeah.
If you live outside of USA and you have some money to flip, and you have the right amount of money to flip, what better place to come?
For anyone that doesn't know better, coming to America, yeah, they can go to Detroit or something.
Of course.
And try their luck.
Yeah.
I would say, but for those who've been initiated into the American lifestyle, yeah.
We might know a little more or a little
I ain't
better.
trying to go to Detroit, bro.
Yeah.
Good.
I know.
Good. I'm not going to Detroit.
But, however, a lot of people make money off of it. They won't live there.
They won't live there, but they make money off it.
They'll make a lot of money.
It's not
off
about
it. Yeah.
living there. We're talking about
They'll make money
market.
off
We're talking
So-
about business.
it. And then in those areas, the reason why a lot of landlords aim for those areas, they buy the property, 5 grand, 10 grand, they put another 20 in it, and then they go to the city and offer the 2 apartments to the city, and the city have programs that'll pay you for the whole year for somebody to be in.
Exactly.
The whole year at once.
Exactly.
They might give you, well, your thing is worth $1,500 a month, so here's 18 grand for the year, 20 grand for the year, and in that first year you made back all the bread you just put out. So you just withstand that first year, keep the maintenance going, and then year 2 now you're on profit. And then the money is guaranteed because it's the city money. You know, some people don't like the city people because they say they run down your property, but if you stay on top of them, you know, check in,
Of course.
stay on top of them, the money is guaranteed.
But
It don't miss.
Your
you know?
property's been run down just by looks, but the investment is going up. You know what I mean? So you can't dictate how people is gonna treat your property.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
Because that property value is still going up regardless. You know what I'm saying? And if you're getting that constant money coming in, what better way you want it?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Guarantee
money.
Yeah.
And it's coming from the city, man.
Guarantee
You know what I mean?
money, so the check don't miss.
So you see,
Don't miss, yeah.
today is a very special episode where it's just education showing out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From tricks, it's doing it. Each one teach one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For real. Each one teach one, man. You got any of that Henny left, Chris? Or
Yes,
no,
yes,
it's
yes,
over with?
definitely. Definitely, I got you,
I don't
bro.
mean to tap into your stocks over here, but I'll take a
I
swig.
got you.
Take a swig, man.
Guess what?
That's it? I killed it?
You killed it.
Killed it to Blanco.
NBA edition. You see me?
Blanco Pro.
You see me?
You're trying to get sponsorship.
Of course, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not, man?
Why
You
not?
know what I mean?
Holla at me. Like, holla.
Yo, 5 years from now, man, I want all of us, like, you know, you, your man, Blanco, I want a convo where we looking back at these vids.
Of course. It's gonna
And we're at such a different level. And we're telling people, like, this is where we
We're
started.
talking about
we
it.
was talking about this. We was putting this out there. We might even have some buildings at that time. Like, yo, We was just talking about this.
You know what? Very important too. Very important. We're talking, but if you're really out there and you really want to get into real estate, you can't just sit and plan. You gotta go out there and network. You gotta know people. You wanna know the people you can work with. First, you wanna know the contractors that you can make deals with. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you don't have all that money to put up. You never know, you could negotiate with the contractor and get your shit pushing.
Get them in on a percent.
Get them on a percent.
They do the work.
That's it.
You put up what you could put up. They put up what they're putting up is their work. You putting up what you put up in the beginning. And when time comes, if it's a fix and flip, when the flip happens, you sell the property, you know, everybody break their bread and go their way.
And that's
Or
the
do
plan
it
is to
again.
do it again.
Not go their way, do it again.
The plan is to keep doing it.
Do it
The plan is to keep on getting evolved, doing it till that you have that building, you own that block.
Like fucking Mayweather.
I wish we were. That nigga Mayweather. Genius.
This
I hate
we
how
could curse.
I hate
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could curse.
What
man.
you was gonna say?
I've been cursing all the time.
Yeah, I said it a few times, but I'm like, I
you're
don't know if
good,
they're
bro.
gonna beat these shits out.
No. We don't make it for the kids.
You
know what I mean?
Otherwise, you're good.
Yeah.
When one of the videos go down, like, alright, we got 20 seconds. So then, Mayweather, man, I may not like, I don't like his attitude.
He's very cocky to me.
It's not even the cocky part is cool. It's he's overly fucking cocky. And to be honest though, a lot of some of his last fights that he had, he picked the worst niggas to go against in the first one because he wanted to lose his record. I honestly feel like he picked niggas that he knew. And like, unless he, because mind you, for a champion to lose his belt, the only way he has to get knocked the fuck out. Like he has to get knocked out.
Yeah.
Or put on the canvas a few times.
It gotta be a real
Like a clean,
real gap.
unanimous.
Can't be close.
You can't be close.
No close decision. They're gonna
Right.
give it to the champ.
Exactly. Everybody picked his last, like, I'll say, like, fucking 10 fights. Was niggas that were, like, they were close.
What you want him to do though?
Huh?
See,
What do you want him
You
to
claim
do?
to be a real fighter and fight a real fighter.
It's a different era now. It's different.
Come up there.
It's just like
It's a business.
everything changed. It's a business, bro.
But I don't knock him
No,
because he's smart, because
it's
that's
just-
my business.
It's just,
so I don't knock him
it's
for
just
that.
like it's just like the music. The music changes.
yeah, it's a business.
Shit, people get evolved. And if you in that position, you're gonna use it to your disposal because I'm the man. I see the future out of this. I can make a kill out of this. You see what he's doing? He mind build. He step away from that shit, and he's a billionaire, bro.
Spending now,
You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not manipulate the thing? He changed the game.
And I halfway agree with what you're saying though, because I've been watching Floyd since his like beginning fights when people never knew who he was. I've been watching him. Pretty Boy Floyd, I've been watching him. And I would say from his beginning fights to his end fights, he was more running around the ring in his last fight.
Defensive
He
fighter.
wasn't slugging with them no more. He wasn't dancing on them no more. He was more, like you said, all defense. Picking apart. It got boring a little bit to me.
Yeah,
his
but-
last fights got a little boring to me. I like the Floyd when he was in there with them, and he still had the skills to do it. He was ducking, weaving, like.
It was boring to you, but it was entertaining to him.
Yeah,
Like that nigga go home laughing.
but he laughing with that. Because like you said, he was protecting his record. At that point, he was like, I got all to lose. They got everything to gain.
Yep.
So now I'm a,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
So
I'm choosing who I can fight.
and
I'm
you
choosing
know,
who I can beat.
I'm gonna choose people that I think I got a better
Of
chance
course,
with.
I'm doing that because I'm the man.
I'm not slugfesting with nobody no
No,
more in the middle.
no.
I'm
For
stepping
what?
back, picking them
What?
apart.
He changing that shit. He changed the game. There's just a few fighters that really in it to fight.
Yeah.
The rest of fighters is in it for the business. That's it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He was just at that point. He was just like, let me make some more bread and get out of here clean. That's what he was worried about, getting out clean.
Out of there clean.
Yeah.
He writes his story.
Fucking bandit in the neck, Ocean's 11. He's out.
He writes his story, bro. He writes his story. Niggas should go write a book. People go write a book. You know what I mean? He's gonna go down in history as one of the greats. Like real shit.
He definitely is.
Undefeated.
He's already. Yeah,
He already do.
He's already in the book.
I mean? The rest is up to him to imprint his legacy and make sure that his kids is make sure his kids is well.
You can't talk boxing
You
without
can't-
mentioning Floyd.
Floyd
There's
Mayweather.
certain people that's stuck in there, Tyson, certain
Yeah,
people, but Floyd is one of those names now. You can't talk boxing without mentioning him.
So listen, guys. Remember, I got our man here, Tricks, spit some knowledge on you guys with this real estate thing, and I got my co-host over here in the cut.
Yeah.
Like, this is the Nothing to Fear podcast. And
Yeah,
this
man.
is a community. This is a people's podcast. You know what I mean? Until next time, I'm out.
Salute.
Welcome to Nothing to Fear podcast. I go by the name Chris Blanca Pro. I started this podcast to share my untold story, my truths, and my journey, and my close relationship to Jesus Christ. And I want you to create a life on your own terms. We always have a choice. This podcast is about career, hustle, perseverance, manifestation, fun, sport, entertainment, relationship goals, and